What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz just after 11 a.m. East Coast outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Last trade on Muln, 35 cents a share. The obvious question of this day is, was the news that we saw this morning of a 90-day extension in terms of got to get over $1, 6 months to have that shareholder meeting, what it's going to take to get this stock up and over $1, or do we still have a lot more work to do? All that and more coming right up. Target special. Happy Thursday to you, ladies and gentlemen. Last trade on Muln, 3469. I want to know in the comments below, did you buy the stock yesterday at 25 and a half when I said to in the Discord, in a video, and again on Twitter, and while you're pulling the ripcord as we speak inside of the Discord, they are. Again, 347 last trade, in my opinion. Because we have a gap between 26 and 28 cents a share based on today's very good news, there is a 50% chance at minimum we're going to go into what I call the high 20s. So if you bought this stock for a fucking trade, and I want to hear from you in the comments below, you should be pulling the ripcord right now near 35 cents a share. It's dumb retail. It's dumb fucking retail, I should say, that's plowing into the stock right now. When your nuts are the size of a grain of sand like they were yesterday or a few days ago when they came off that 21.5 cent low, that's the time you should be buying the stock. When the rockets are going off, oh my God, we're going to $1, sell it all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while I'm thinking of it here, I have to be somewhere in about 15 minutes. You won't see this video to somewhere around 1 o'clock, but I am communicating nonstop inside of the Discord. And before I tell you exactly what this means, if you're long the stock and if you're short the stock, why I think you're absolutely fucked. In fact, you're bent over this desk if you're short this stock at 21 cents and it's going to be all the way in up the other side with guys like me, and then boom. All right. Hey. Tell me in the comments, are you long the stock? Are you excited about the stock? Do you think the news is great? Do you think, like I do, we still got more work to do, which I'm going to cover in today's video? But I want to start by saying, if you're not inside of the Discord and we're selling out so fast that Stripe, my credit card processor, just grabbed a quarter of our cash. They're holding our cash until the 10th of December because they think something is going wrong. They called me a credit risk, and while I am appealing the process and they're telling me that I've got an excellent chance to win, they can't believe that we've doubled our business in less than 60 days. And because there is a 60-day money-back guarantee that I've been forced to grant a half a dozen or so times, they want to make sure that this isn't some sort of SCAM, and it's not, because we're stacking cash to the ceiling. In fact, as I shared on Twitter this morning, we were partying like it was 19 in the Discord this morning. Why? Because RNAZ, Robert Nancy Allen Zebra. I was in there buying, right? Nuts the sign of a grain of sand, down from $35. We were getting in the stock at 36 or thereabouts. Everyone was excited except for one guy who likes to question everything I do. And while I do think for the most part he's a decent fella and he's unblocked at the moment, go back in with the same link that we sent you to join. He has a problem of overthinking, of overanalyzing, and he was trying to tell me that I should never change the buy zone. Wrong. Can you imagine if we did not update the buy zone every fucking day, sometimes twice a day? In fact, I am still yellow lighting or cautioning you on Muln, and I lowered the buy zone on MCOM, which I'll cover in the next video, into the low 3s, because here's the question. How in the world did Muln get in front of Sal when he went a week and a half before the NASDAQ meeting that they had Donahoe advisors to get them through at Muln? Answer, probably because he's got some bad news he might be sitting on, but we'll cover that in another fucking video. But if we never adjusted our buy zone, ladies and gentlemen, if we didn't pay attention to what's going on in the bond market right now, and by the way, there's a bullish divergence forming. TLT, which I said to buy at 82.5 for your long-term retirement accounts a few days ago, is starting to go up as the S&P is pressing right now at, 4136. I think we're setting a major low right now. Whether it's today, tomorrow, the next day, I don't know. But we're starting to get rates. The bond market, TLT, selling us the worst is over. That 5% level is going to be tough to hold. A lot of buyers up there, which means that rates are going to start to come down. I think they're going down to 4% from 4.9 and change quickly. Let's say by the end of the year, if not by Thanksgiving, which would mean what? The S&P is going to bottom, but they've been throwing everything out with the bathwater. But if you notice, and yeah, I'm going to get to Muln in a second, the IWM is actually flat to up today. 164 or thereabouts, 163 and a half. Great time to be adding to your long-term investment accounts because, as I've said repeatedly, 3/4 of your money or thereabouts should be tied to the market. Index funds or ETFs. IWM, small caps. QQQ, the NASDAQ 100 getting blasted today. And of course, SPY, the S&P 500, or the index funds. If you don't have any discipline, you get scared of buying stock during crazy times like this. Folks, one question before I talk about Mullen for the next 5-6 minutes. Why would you question my judgment at this point? 94.5% win rate. 17-1 inside of the Discord. 45-3 since April. Almost 2,000% returns. Do you know that 2 guys bought 500,000 shares of RNAZ at 36 cents yesterday and blew it out with me close to 53? And I shared it in the Discord and on fucking Twitter with the graphs just to make sure that I'm not fucking blowing smoke up your ass. You will not find a more intense, more passionate, more honest guy than yours truly if you're trying to make money in the fucking penny stock market. I am among the fucking top 1% worldwide, and that's a fact. I have stacked cash to the fucking ceiling while Rome is burning. So I have a question. And tell me in the comments below, why wouldn't you trust my judgment? Why wouldn't you give me a chance to help you and your family make a bloody fucking fortune over the next 10 years? Most people haven't made a dime in the last 18 months. We just made 4.7 years of S&P annualized in one day. In at 36 cents on RNAZ, out at 53. Just trust my judgment. Do not question the system that has taken me 30 years. Half of that as a stockbroker from 93 to 2007. It's taken me almost 3 decades to perfect what is fucking absolutely crushing the market on a weekly, monthly, quarterly fucking basis. Three premiums left. If you got a small business, you want in the Discord and my help promoting you to a couple 100,000 people, try smallbiz.com. You want to be among less than 200 now, and this is going fast, that don't have a small business, or if you do, you just want to get in the Discord to hang out with 500 people like myself that were having a great fucking time this morning while most people were ready to jump out the window. You want my help getting you in as I did yesterday at 25.5 on Mullen and out again. Last trade 33.8. So we may have just peaked as this video's rolling at almost 20 after 11 if my eyes are not deceiving me. Somewhere around 35. But the good news is this, and thank you. If you made it this far, most people don't. If you're short the stock at 21, you're fucked. You're so royally bent over the desk, fucking all the way in and up. In fact, not only all the way in and up, I apologize, Ma, and out the other side, but we're going to pull it back out again and stick it all the way in and up and out the other side without any lube whatsoever. You guys have made a killing on the short side, some of you illegally, over the last 18 months. Now it's time to feel the fucking pain, because the news of today means we've got 90 days to get to $1, be there for at least 10 days, etc., to regain compliance. And then they're giving us 6 months in total in order to have that shareholder meeting. But let me rewind before I forget. Do you remember about 15, 20 videos again? Again, the guy that's more honest about Mullen than any other fucking producer and or content creator on the fucking planet we call Earth. Do you remember when I told you about when Hurricane Andrew struck Florida many years ago and we got a 3-month extension on a stock that I was buried 7 figures deep? All you clowns that were telling me it was 180 days or 6 months are nothing at all wrong. I've seen them do 30 days, 60 days, in this case, 90 days. I've seen them do 120 days. They have the capability, the fine print to do whatever the fuck they want. The reason why I think Mullen made it through, and congratulations to David and all the hardworking folks at the company, is they hired Donahoe Advisors. Unlike Sal, who looks like to me he's in trouble. Why was he in front of them by 10 days and we still don't have an answer? Sal, are you sitting on material information that could adversely affect the company? Is that why you're talking about the November 13th proxy vote? Because you know you're about to get delisted? I think you need to fucking step out right now and be a fucking man and tell the company, this country, including myself who owns a stock at 12 cents, what the hell is going on. But if you're long Muln right now, or you've been listening to me getting in and getting out, and it's not over, we may fill the gap or get close to it between 26 and 28. Yeah, I'm intense. This is what I was born to do. Stacking cash, just got into a 21.5-cent biotech down from $28. Is it really risky when you're buying a stock down 99.9%? When there's a good setup, when the reverse split already happened months ago, the dilution happened at much higher prices? I know what the fuck I'm doing. For less than $2 a day, I could make you and your family rich over the next 10 years because that's how long I think this secular bull market is going to last. But I can also help you get in and out or out eventually of this Muln. So here's in simple terms in closing what it means. We have 90 days to get to $1 and stay there for a minimum of 10 days. I don't think they're going to force them to go longer than that, but they might. So let's just be safe. Within the next 2 months, we're going to want to be up and around $1 a share so that we got time, at least 2.5, 3 weeks to maintain that level. I say yesterday, the same thing I'm going to say now. 50% chance, if that we organically get and stay at $1, even with this extension that I predicted, that I said could be 90 days, 50% tops. So what I think is likely to happen, and the stock to me has been very logical. I do not think there's any more dilution. I think most, if not all, the warrants were converted weeks ago. It's very logical for any of you traders, and I want to hear what you think in the comments below. You get in on the bounce at 24.5, you got out at 32. I told you to rebuy the stock at 25.5 with graphs inside the Discord and Twitter. You blew it out. Now we're in the 33s. You blew it out at 34, 35. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for what I call the high 20s, a potential gap fill, which again is between 26 and we're at the low print of the day, or at least so far, of 28 cents. If it gets back down into that range of 27, 28 and change, I have every confidence that you can pull the ripcord, because the odds of us going back down and through 21 cents, after that 90-day extension are near a zero. So what's likely to happen? 50 cents to $0.75 in the next 30 days. There's going to be a lot of jockeying around. I hope they got some news, some alliances, some actual revenue. Come out with a number, David, that you're going to post in the fourth quarter. Tell us exactly what it means in terms of EBITDA, net profit, what your cash burn is, the fact that you're not going to have to fucking dilute any more stock in the next 6 to 12 months because you still have roughly $200 million. And then we got to grapple with the situation. If it does get up close to $1, ladies and gentlemen, and you're like myself in and around $1.07, do we get out of some? Do we get out of all? Do we hang in there? What do we do? I don't have an answer for you right now. Some people inside the Discord and around the world demand price targets. Wrong. You are flexible. You are open to what ifs at all times. And as I said at the open, or at least for the last 10 minutes, I don't have to fucking justify myself anymore. And I'm stumbling over my words because I know this is why I'm here. This is a self-actualizing video for me. I can make you a fucking fortune. I can stop you, as I have dozens of times inside of the Discord, from making a big mistake. LQR at 105, stay away. Where'd it go? A fucking dime. EZGO, that Chinese scam, stay away at $1. Where'd it go? A fucking dime. I could keep going, but until next time. Always remember that I love you. We got more work to do on Muln. And if I was you, I'd get a Discord at trysmallbiz.com. Needs more cowbell.